overall general impression that you had from last night's State of the Union? What was it like being in that room, and what were the emotions that you were feeling?
Well, I think just pride in America. I mean, to see the U.S. men's hockey team holding up their gold medals, getting a sustained, 4 or 5 minute chant, it felt like USA, USA, seeing American heroes, cops, soldiers, parents who had fought for their loved ones. I mean, it was an extraordinary display of American heroism, of American bravery, of American strength. And I thought that that was much the best part of the president's speech, and always is. I mean, he's tremendous about bringing these stories of everyday Americans, of people who just display the strength of the country, and I thought that that was tremendous last night. I also thought he laid out a bold agenda for his second year in office directed right at working class people. And that's exactly what we need. We should cap credit card interest rates. We should stop Wall Street banks from buying up homes in our country. We should prevent the big pharma companies from charging so much for prescription drugs. In fact, we ought to cap the cost of prescription drugs. He talked about all of those things last night, and I hope Congress will follow up.
Well, I know one of the things that he talked about was the Ratepayer Protection Pledge, and that deals with the legislation that you've worked on to kind of cap the data centers from raising electricity costs for Americans. I've seen somewhere just in the past few minutes that electricity costs 6.2% more this year than it did last year. How would your cap work?
Well, what it would do is it would prevent data centers, these Silicon Valley corporations that come into our state or anywhere else, it would prevent them from driving up the cost of utilities. It would mandate that they provide and pay for their own grid, they pay for their own power, they create their own water supply and pay for all of it. What happens now so many times, you've seen this in other states, in Virginia and Texas and other places, is these corporations come in, they put their hand out to the government, they give them billions of dollars in tax credits, and then they turn around, the corporations, data centers do, and they suck dry the energy grid, so consumers end up paying coming and going. They pay when they come into the state, then they pay by having their electricity rates too high. Listen, electricity is too high in Missouri and everywhere already. We can't afford to have it go any higher, so we ought to give the right, the guarantee to everybody that your rates are not going to go up because we're going to force these data centers to pay their own way.
Well, Senator, I know you're tight on time, so I'll let you go, and I appreciate your time this afternoon.
Hey, likewise. Talk to you soon.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
Bye-bye.